Hey there guys, what is going on? Sai here and welcome back yet again to another Gran Turismo 7 setup video for the channel. Today guys we've got the Honda Beat, and honestly guys this is one of my favorite K cars currently. I do wish the Mazda Autozam would make an appearance. Hopefully it will in the future, but nevertheless this is a quite a great looking car in my opinion, and it's honestly one of the better driving K cars as well. So let's go ahead and dive straight into the setup. So for this particular car we have quite a few setups because of how versatile the Honda Beat is. So we've got four setups in total. We've got the 400 pp, the 450 pp, 500 pp and the maxed out setup. Also guys, I would want to point out as well that you can engine swap this car with a K20 Civic engine. However, um, be warned that it is going to be quite a handful to drive. It's going to be very unstable, very unsafe, and yeah, it just won't turn at all. Even if you use the setup on screen right now, it's just not compatible with that engine. I do have a separate setup for that particular engine swap version of this car, so stay tuned for that one. So let's go ahead and start off with the maxed out setup for the Honda Beat. So we've got the racing soft tires, suspension is fully customizable with body height is 90 and 95, anti-roll bar is 8 all around, damper ratio compression is 26-32, damper ratio expansion is 40-38, natural frequency is 2.10, 2.15, negative camber angle is 0.81 at the rear, toe angle is neutral at the front, in 0.20 towards the rear. Looking at the differential, so for this one you will have the fully customizable initial torque as at 5, accelerations at 10 and braking is at 30. Downforce, so this particular car is running the aero package. I think it's got the front splitter, the side skirts, and it's got the little lip spoiler in GT Auto, so be sure to equip those on. So downforce is at 25 for the front and rear is 85. ECU output is at 100%, power strictly is at 100%. Transmission is fully customizable racing transmission. Now this one uses a custom gearing setup, so you want to do is you want to preset your transmission to 100 kilometers an hour. Then you want to go manually adjust your final gear to 4.755. Then you want to work your way up towards the gear. So start with gear 5 with the individual gear ratios, then 4, 3, 2 and 1, and that's how you get your custom gear ratio, and it works really well. It doesn't top out and it provides you with just enough torque to keep on accelerating even at the steepest of hills. So for the parts you want to have the high RPM turbocharger. I tried the medium and low particularly. It doesn't really do justice to this car because it's a high revving engine, so you want to have a high RPM turbocharger to help it out a little bit. Racing is going to be intercooler is going to be racing, air cleaner is on racing, silencer is wherever you want to have it on. I have the racing semi-racing one just because it how it sounds, by its personal preference you can go and run the racing one to gain a little bit more torque and power. Exhaust manifold is racing. You want to have the racing clutch and flywheel, racing brake discs and pads, and your brake controller is going to be set to 0. That works really well with this car, and these are your permanent upgrades as well there to the right. So let's go have a quick look at the other PP setup. So starting with the 400 pp, racing sports hard tires, suspension differential stays the same, the aerodynamic stays the same, output is at 75%, ballast 1 kg there, just to get it in the PP limit there without reducing the power. Um, Ballast position doesn't really matter, I put it on 40. Power stricter is at 70. Once again, transmission is fully customizable. You just want to move that final gear down to 5.830. Uh, for this one, you want to have the low RPM turbocharger, works really well on this particular build. No intercooler, no air cleaner, sports silencer, no exhaust manifold, racing clutch and flywheel just to give that little bit more better shifting. And you want to try and have the racing brakes pads and discs. You can remove those if you do want them. I find it to be a little bit more helpful when braking. Moving on to your 450 pp setup, so basically everything stays the same. Racing hard tires, suspension, differential, aerodynamics stays the same. ECU output is 100%. Now you want to remove your ballast at 0 now. and your power restrictor is going to be at 75%. Your transmission is moved done. Your final gear ratio is moved to 5.480, and your turbocharger remains low. No intercooler, no air cleaner, sports silencer, no exhaust manifold, racing clutch and flywheel, racing brake pads and discs, and that is that for the 400 pp setup. Moving on to the 500 pp setup. Once again, sports hard tires, suspension, differential, aerodynamics stays the same. ECU is at 100%. Power restrictor is at 100%. Your transmission final gear is at 4.700. Your part is now for the turbocharger high RPM, racing intercooler, racing air cleaner silencer and exhaust manifold, racing clutch and flywheel, racing brake systems, brake discs and racing brake pads as well, and that brings it to 496 uh, brake PAP there. So that's it for the setup, guys. I'm going to leave you guys now with a reference lap around Catalunya to showcase what this thing can actually do. Also, don't forget to like and subscribe down below and comment what you'd like to see next. So thank you guys for watching, and I hope you enjoyed the reference lap. Peace out.